Today, talking about getting the good clients, the opposite of vampire clients. We don't want the clients that drain the life out of us. What we want are the good clients in our accounting practice. And good clients pay you for advisory. And if you get paid for advisory services, you create a bigger impact in the world. You change people's lives a lot more, especially your own, because you increase your income. So today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about how to scale your advisory services to 7 figures, but getting the good clients in the process. All right, so let's dive on in. Let me know if you are live, #live. Let me know if you are watching the replay, #replay. And if you've got any questions, let me know those as well in the chat box. I'm going to bring up the chat box. Let me know you're here, and also if you have any questions around what I am going through. I'm just closing a few things down. You can see me doing things at the same time. Sorry, I hope you don't mind. Let's go here. Okay, great. So, scale your advisory services to 7 figures. Let's look at the things that you need to be focusing on. Here we go. Right, to win the work, what we have to do is move 3 levers, and 2 of them are more important than the third one, which is kind of good. And the reason why it's kind of good is because if you are wanting to grow your practice in the most simple and the quickest and the most time-saving way, then you need to move a couple of levers. The third lever is just the super magical one, okay? So let's have a look and see what those levers are. The first lever is getting super clear on the market, who you help, who actually is the person that has a problem that you overcome. The second lever, and these are the 2 most important, is the offer, actually how you show up and help people. So one of your biggest problems is that you're not clear on who you help, and also your offering is commoditized. It's exactly the same as everybody else. Now, if you can position yourself as an expert in the marketplace, and you can also offer a solution to someone's problem better than anybody else can, do you know what? You're going to make sales, and you're going to be able to charge for that service and have what we call premium pricing instead of rock bottom pricing. Now, if you get your market right and your offer right, marketing becomes quite simple because you resonate and you're relevant with people. However, there is something, your message, your art of persuasion, that is quite easy to some marketers. It's quite easy to some salespeople. It's not so easy for accountants and outsourced CFOs. The art of persuasion is not something that you have been studying for years and years and years. Actually, what you've been studying is how to deliver a great service, your technicians, and you find this bit the hardest, which is why I've left it till last, because if you get your market right and your offer right, then what you can really focus on is going out and getting clients, and you can work on getting better at your art of persuasion. But your market you can change right now, and your offer you can change right now. All right, so they're the 3 things that you need to get right, mostly 2 of them, to enable you to go out after those advisory clients that are going to pay you handsomely and help you build that 7-figure advisory practice that you really want. All right, so let's have a look. What makes a good market? What makes a good client? This is a question I get asked all the time. How do I find out who's a good client? How do I know who to target? How do I know who is a person that I should be speaking to? All right, so let's have a look. Well, first of all, your ideal client has to have a pain or a problem that you can help overcome. They also have to have purchasing power. So I had just had a great conversation with a lady called Charlotte, really, really lovely. Before I started to share my offer, I checked in and made sure that she had the budget to afford my services. Now, if you are targeting people, yes was the answer, by the way, but if you're targeting people that do not have purchasing power, if they don't have either the decision-making power or the money-making power, then they're not a good market for you. So they have to have have a pain and they have to have the money to overcome that pain. Okay. Next, they have to be easy to target. I talk a lot around the fact that you should do niching. Why should you do niching? Well, you should niche your practice, you should niche your marketing so that you can get a big old list of your ideal clients and go and market to them. If you can find your clients on LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter and hanging out in big groups, that comes up with the word easy. Okay, so if it's easy to target these people, then you can actually grow your number of clients. And then finally, we want to be working in growing markets. Last year, if you were a company that sold toilet rolls, oh my gosh, you were going to win, because COVID hit and everybody found that the most expensive commodity was toilet rolls. And the sales of toilet rolls went through the roof, to the point where if we went to supermarkets, they were not there in the aisles. You could not get toilet roll, and people were selling them on eBay for an absolute fortune. The toilet roll market last year was a growing market because everybody was buying. They were in a frenzy. A dying market last year, and I'm sorry to say this, a dying market last year was the restaurant trade. Why was it a dying market? Because you couldn't open up. There was nobody who could open up and serve unless they went to a delivery service. Okay, so the traditional restaurant, it was a dying market last year. Not to say it's not going to come back again, but last year and at the beginning of this year, you did not want to be targeting restaurants. It was a bad idea. It was a declining, not a growing market. So you need to work with a growing market. So pain, they have to have a pain. They have to have purchasing power. They have to be easy to target, and it has to be a growing market. So if you have any aha moments from what I'm going through with you today, which one of those are you actually focusing on right now? Have you got a market that covers all four of those? Are you actively targeting people that have a pain that can afford you, easy to target, and in a growing market? This is something I want you to check in with yourself today. Right, then we talk about niching your marketing. Why do we do it? So that you resonate and that you are relevant to your ideal audience. Let's give you an example. We have business growth for everyone. So say I launched an online training portal, and it was all to help business growth for everybody. That online training portal, I would be lucky if I could charge $997, because it wouldn't resonate with anybody and it wouldn't feel very relevant, because it was business growth for everyone. If I then decided to do business growth for professional services, I could then put my price up because I'm starting to be a little bit more relevant. So business growth for professional services, you might think, ooh, that's you. Lawyers might think it's them. There are a number of people that might go, ooh, okay, that might be relevant. All right. Now, the problem is with articulating the pains is different professional service businesses have different problems. A lawyer has different problems to accountants. So I could only probably charge $1997 for business growth for professional services. Then I could do business growth for accountants. Now, as you can see, the more niche, the more resonating and more relevant I become, I can start to charge more for my services. So if I ran a business growth course for accountants, I could probably charge nearer $5,000 rather than the business growth for everyone, which is $997. Then business growth for accountants that want to add 7 figures of advisory to their services, that's when we can really start to 10x our prices. The reason is because we resonate and are relevant, but that's not the only reason. And I want to share with you why niching is so important. And it's not just about making money. All right. We don't niche just to make more money in our practice. We niche to make a difference. So it's a win for you and a win for your clients when you niche, when you have that chosen market. First of all, you understand their problems better than anyone else, which means that you can create an offer that is relevant. If you are marketing to everybody, your offer is going to be generalist. And if you're a generalist accountant or a generalist advisor, you're not going to be an expert. If you repeat the same solutions time and time again and refine your offering, you can start to get better and better and better at it. And you'll start to notice that the same things happen time and time again when you're working with the same person. So you can systemize your offering. So your offer is more relevant, which is a win for your clients. And you can systemize your offering, which is a win for you. A better offer means better results for your clients. Okay, so again, a win for your clients, which gives you a better reputation, which is a win for you. Then with a better reputation, you will get more clients and your marketing becomes easier. So better reputation, more clients, easier marketing, win for you. Okay. More clients means you can put your price up because you're not running around going, oh my gosh, I need more clients. You are oversubscribed. You have too many clients, which means you put your price up, which means your profits go up, which means you can invest in making the offer better, which is a win for your clients. All right. All this happens when you decide to niche, okay? You can't do these things if you do not niche your practice, all right? So I have created some training around offering advisory services to a niche market. And if you would like to watch that training, it's called Practice Growth Superpowers. It's a workshop that I ran. If you just comment below PGS, and I will be in touch with you and I will be able to get that over to you. We're just getting it all so it's set up. So I offered this yesterday in yesterday's video. Today I'm offering it again. If you haven't received the copy of it, it's because I haven't sent it out. Okay, I will be sending them out later on this week. I'll be sending out a copy of the recording later on this week. So please watch this space, but comment PGS below if you are interested in getting some more training. But it's very, very important. I'm just going to go back for you to understand. Here, get clear on who your market is and get clear on your offer. And if you would like to watch a training around choosing a niche and getting clear on what your offer is for advisory services, then comment PGS below, Practice Growth Superpowers, and I will get you a copy of that webinar. All right, I'll catch up with you soon. Have an amazing day. Hope this was useful. Let me know what your biggest takeaway is and let me know if you were live or if you're watching the replay. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.